Good morning, everybody. So sorry that we are a little bit late, all those beautiful technical issues. I'll just see who is online, just give everyone a few moments. Everyone is muted at the moment, but I have beautiful Penny from Canada, I have Jo from Brizzy, Jill from Melbourne, and Ebony from Melbourne as well. So we're all in the house today, or all in the yoga room. Let me see if anyone is online at the moment. No one's online just yet. They may have thought that we'd forgotten. And that's like perfectly all right. Oh, good morning, lovely. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for joining. Sorry we're late. All right. Just while we're waiting, I'll just unmute you, Jill, to say good morning.
Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful way to actually greet a Sunday morning. So I can't wait to join all these other beautiful teachers in this flow today. Namaste.
Namaste. And I'll unmute you, Ebony. Good morning, Ebony.
Good morning, Leanne. Good morning, everyone. Looking forward to this yoga tapestry. So exciting.
And Penny, unmute Penny. Good morning.
Good morning from afternoon in Canada. So good to be here. So honored to be sharing the space with all of you and all of these beautiful teachers in this joint teaching expedition.
And the lovely Jo, you're muted your end too, Jo, I think. Good morning, Jo.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Lovely to be here. You can see it's warm in Brisbane this morning, but so pleased to be a part of this lovely group and to be a part of this class that I think is going to be really special this morning with all our different input. So can't wait to start.
Thanks, Jo. I just see who else is on the screen. I got everybody else to set up and then I realized I have to actually talk. So my screen is a little bit, okay. So let's begin. So we're also not having any, music today. So Lisa, can you tell me, I just unplugged my my headset that I had plugged in. I just want to make sure, can someone tell me that you are still hearing me okay? You can hear me still? Good. Oh, good, everyone. You can hear me because you're in my Zoom room, but I'm wondering if everyone can hear me on Facebook. You can hear me. Okay, yes, you can. Awesome. Awesome, thank you. All right. And we're going to have... So I'm going to leave all of us up on the screen here so we can see each and every one of us, and we're all going to flow along together. So everyone just come to a seated position onto your mats. Sit comfortably any way you choose. Close down your eyes. Place your hands on your knees or at your heart center. And thank you all for being present today, and many of you who have joined the challenge. Welcome to the final day. As we always begin, we're checking in with our inhalations and exhalations moving throughout the body, our life force. Place the right hand on the heart and the left hand on the belly. And as you inhale in, notice how your life force expands underneath you, your chest rises. Exhale all breath out, feeling the breath moving throughout the body. Place the left hand on the knee and raise the right arm up. Curl the 3 middle fingers, and let's start the practice today with Nadi Shodhana. Placing the right thumb over the right side of the nose. Taking an inhalation in through the left side. Seal with the little finger and breathing all breath out through the right. Take a long, deep inhalation in through the right. Close the thumb over the right side and breathe breath out through the left. One more of these, inhaling in through the left. Seal with the little finger and breathe breath out through the right. Place your hands together in prayer position at your heart center. And let's set an intention for bringing you to your mat today. Breathe your intention in and exhale it out to the universe. Choose your thoughts carefully. Keep what brings you peace. Release what brings you suffering. And know that happiness is just a thought away. Slowly open your eyes. And I'm going to move to Jill.
So yogis, come in, and if you were sitting cross-legged, just let those legs come out, give them a little bit of movement. So today in my little section here, I'm going to sort of wake our body up. So when we come back into a cross-legged position, and you may still be sitting on a block or whatever helps, I want you to do it in the way that normally you would not do it. So have your familiar leg that's usually closest to your pelvis, have that to the outside, and let's cross our legs in just a little bit of a different way. And you may need to wriggle the hips a little bit just to find that place where it's a little unfamiliar, but you know, this is what a yoga practice is about. It's about really sort of seeking different movement for our body. Settle into your sit bones and let's gently wake up our body. Start with rolling the shoulders, let them come back, you know. It's really quite interesting that we think that sleeping is a really restful thing, but a lot of the times, you know, one is we don't have great sleep. We might have a partner that's restless or snoring, or I hope that's just not me. And, you know, sometimes sleep is not that restful. So, you know, we really need to sort of come into our bodies for the start of this. And then let's just take a breath in and just lift our arms up above our head. Keep the shoulders soft. And on your exhale, let your right hand come down, and just really let's actually sort of investigate the left side of our body just for now. Take another breath in, breathing through those left ribs. And on your exhale, just let yourself gently sweep through. Let the left hand land, and let's take the right arm up and really sort of breathe in and investigate now what's happening through this right side of your body. Take another breath in. And then let's do this together. Take an exhale and swing through where it feels good for you. Let that right hand land. And on the inhale, explore this left side. On the exhale, gently rock it through. And on the inhale, explore the right side. You can do this in your own rhythm. Let's do 2 more each side. Just really investigate what is happening with our body on this Sunday. You know, every time we come to the mat, we're a slightly different person. Our experiences, our conversations, our food that we eat, the way we've slept, beautiful. Now, this one here, on our last one, I just want you to come back to sitting in the middle when we're finished. And then gently, you might need to take adjustments. Take your hands on your knees. Seeing how we're waking this body up. And now I'm going to turn on the side for you to see, but you can stay where you are. Hands on the knees. Take an inhale and really open up the chest, shoulder blades back together. And on your exhale, tuck your chin and let yourself roll in. And now we're exploring sort of through the spine now. And again, I want you to do this in your own time with your own breath. And maybe an inhale or an exhale is a really good experience to hold. And you hold with the pulse. Do more of these, please, again. So really explore what your body is telling you today. And this is through sensation. And it's a beautiful thing to listen to that sensation. And then come into your neutral spine again. And we're just going to do a little bit more before we come onto our hands and knees. What I want you to do is get your right hand and take it over the left knee. And on an inhale, take your left arm up and take it over and really come into this stretch and really open up now through the side body, through the hip here. Soften this right shoulder. Take another breath in. Beautiful. And exhale, just gently come on up. And let's change to the other side. So hook your left hand into that right knee. Use this as a bind, as a counterweight. And then take your right arm above you. And then just explore through this right side body, through the hip. And maybe even a rotation of the shoulder back so you can really explore what's happening here. Beautiful. Take one more breath in. And on your exhale, come on up. And then gently, if you're sitting on anything, take it off underneath you and flip yourself over into tabletop. Now I'm going to come onto the side so you can see what I'm doing. So hands underneath shoulders. I like fingers apart, you know, it's really great. This is your foundation coming onto your mat. Clear the mat here. And then knees under hips. And try now, we're going to start activating through the core and the belly now, but we're going to come into a couple of cat-cows. So on your inhale, drop your shoulders back, let the hips rotate up as good as it is, let the head just go where it wants, and on your exhale into your cow pose, round. And again, using the breath, an inhalation on your cow, and an exhalation on your cat pose. And again, yogis, I want you to keep doing this, and I want you to explore now the movement of the spine. Cat-cow is a beautiful way to, what they call is defloss the spine. You know, this movement here, you know, there's a real reason why when we watch dogs and cats as they come out of a nap, that you see them doing movement like this. It's to get the body ready. Really work with it. Give me two more on your own time, please, and then come into a neutral spine. Use the breath, let your body wake up. Beautiful. And even closing your eyes sometimes in this so you can really connect within. And then when you're ready, come into your neutral spine. So this is where you can actually play with some of the placement of your knees and hands. And then you start tucking the belly. So we start recruiting the core, shoulders back, neck is long, so chin might be slightly tucked. We're now coming into some more movement, some somatic movement to wake up the body even more. On an inhale, I want you to kick your right leg back and hold. I want you to flex the foot and really rotate the toes to make sure they face the mat. So we're really hooking into all of the structure of the hip to hold you stable. Belly is held, shoulders are back. Take another breath in. And on your exhale, take your foot under. Now, let your toes land where they want, anywhere across where on the sort of near the calf of the other leg, and then kick yourself back and curl in. And then keep your hands here really solid on the mat. They're going to help pull you with the inhale. Inhale, come forward, kick that leg back. And on your exhale, curl in. And again, this can be done in any movement. This is somatically waking up your feet, your legs, your hips, getting it ready for the movement that's coming ahead. A bit more, please. So really, you know, play with the pose. Don't be static. Don't think that it has to be an absolutely certain way. Really play with the pose and your body. See how your body's reacting to it today. This is the last one for me. Now inhale your leg back, hold that, and then gently bring the knee down. Reset. Let's do a couple of cat-cows just to defloss that spine again. So when you're ready, inhalations and exhalations. And there might be a little bit more movement now through the spine. One more time, please. Beautiful. And then come into your neutral spine again, adjustments, anything that feels good for you today. Belly held, shoulders back, neck is long. And on your inhale, let's kick the left leg back here. Again, flex the foot, toes facing to the mat to really help the structure of the hip. Belly in, shoulders back, chin is tucked. Take another breath, hold. On your exhale, tuck this foot in and come on back. Keep those hands solid as you inhale, come forward. Exhale, tuck. And really sort of experience the pose on this side. You know, many times our right and left side can really give us a different experience, and there's nothing wrong with that. Two more. It's just actually, you know, acknowledging where your body is today and what is happening, and maybe the beautiful differences that you can make in your practice today. Last one, I want you to kick back and then gently come again into your tabletop position, belly tuck. Inhale into your cat-cow again. So now what we've done is we've warmed up the body, the side body, the toes, the feet, the hips. One more, please. Beautiful. And now gently, we're going to come into our first down dog today. So set your hands where it feels good for you. Okay, I'm going to face you today. You know, where do you want your body today? And don't again be stuck into where you think, well, this is where my down dog is. You know, really be curious about how your body is today. Take an inhale, come over the hands, tuck the toes. And on the exhale, come into your down dog. Now I'm going to go again on the side and walk this out. Be curious. You know, don't be static in this pose. Be really curious about where your body feels strong and safe. You know, bend the knees, twisting the hips a little. Beautiful. And then, you know, really, you know, activate the upper body. We forget that this needs to work just as hard as our lower body to hold us here. And then we gently come in to a place of gentle stillness where we've got this pose. And now, Ebony, I'm going to hold over to you, my darling.
Body, press the hands into the mat. Feel the energy rising up through the spine, pressing the sit bones back. Ground down with your heels, upper thighs, press back. And take a few nice, slow, deep breaths. And final breath, releasing all air out of the lungs. As you look towards your hands, either step or take small steps to make your way forward into a forward fold. Keep the knees nice and bent so that the body is soft, and hang the head heavy. You can move from side to side in any way, or stillness is maybe calling you this morning. Plant the hands down to the earth. Keep a bend in the knees and roll up the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Moving nice and slowly. Once you reach the top, roll out through the shoulders. Making your way to the front of the mat, we'll find our Tadasana. So closing down the eyes, really feeling into your own Tadasana, setting yourselves up in the way that you do. Hands to heart center. Close down through the eyes. And simply breathe, taking a moment. Let's take the chance and this opportunity to release out through the breath. So we'll do 3 rounds, and on the release, we'll release out through the mouth. So let's begin with our first inhalation, drawing deeply into the belly. And with an open mouth, release, sigh out. 2 more rounds, nice and slowly. Our final one. As we flicker open the eyes, sun salutation A. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Hands come to earth. As you inhale, press into blocks or into floor, reaching head and heart. Exhale, stepping back, find your plank pose. First round, knees, chest, chin, release down. On the in-breath, roll the shoulders back, lift the head and heart high. Press back to your knees and then find your downward facing dog. Now I know that some of us are on a sailing yacht, so please take your sunsail sail style if you like. We'll stay in this down dog for 1 more breath. Let's all inhale together, rise to the toes, bend through the knees, nice fluid movements, stepping forward. The in-breath takes you to lift halfway, and the exhale takes you to fold and dive. Inhale, rise up tall, rise up strong. And exhale, come completely back into our fold, Uttanasana. On the in-breath, draw through Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, stepping, or if you have the energy, float back, Chaturanga. Option for a full release this time, elbows by our side. On the in-breath, launch the chest high, Cobra or up dog. And pressing back, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. 2 breaths. Really drive the thighs back, draw the sit bones back. Next in-breath, looking towards the hand, make your way to the front of the mat. The in-breath takes us again, halfway lift. And the exhale, diving and folding. Rise tall, sweep arms high, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, 1 more round. All together, inhale, rise. Exhalation to dive. Fluid movements, in-breath, lengthens the spine. And exhale, stepping back, Chaturanga. Open the heart on the in-breath. And find your exhale, pressing back, down dog. Let's continue with a flow. So find yourselves grounded in your down dog. On your next inhalation, lift the right leg high. And draw the knee into the chest, stepping in between the feet. In between the hands, sorry. We'll rise up for Crescent Pose, sweeping arms high. Relax down through the shoulders. Find yourself settling in and see if you can gently draw the right hip back and the left hip forward. Maybe you'd like to challenge yourselves a little bit today and sink a little lower. Remembering to breathe. Soften your forehead. Find your drishti right out in front of you. Let's open up and find Warrior Two, grounding down back here. So really draw the shoulders away from the ears. Find that space where you can settle for just a moment. Making sure that that right sit bone is drawing into the midline if it's sticking out. Let's find some energy in the fingertips, so draw them away from you. Finding some activation in the arms, maybe settling down that little more. Inhale, flipping top palm, let's reach forward for reverse warrior. Keep that lunge and draw back. Lunging down just a little deeper. As we exhale, start to straighten through that front leg. We'll come for Trikonasana. So draw the back heel in a little bit. Maybe you want to step that back heel in. Let's move slowly for this one. So keep that bend in your front knee as you first reach out in front of you. Now draw the left hip back as you allow this to straighten through front leg, reaching left arm high. A block is a great prop for you to use here. So your drishti, depending on your balance, can be out to the side or maybe looking up to that top arm. Again, check in with your right sit bone. Is it poking out to the side? Draw it back in. 2 breaths. The next inhale takes us to rise. Start your arms, drawing right foot in so that we're setting up for Pasarita Padottanasana, hands to the hips. So first of all, tucking the tailbone under. Inhale, lift the chest with bent knees. Exhale, fold and dive forward. So again, blocks are a great prop here. Taking the hands to the earth, let's lengthen all together one more time. Inhale to lengthen. And now exhale, dive. Keep bent knees. Only now, if this feels good for you, can you start to straighten out through the legs, drawing the sit bones high, relaxing the head down. Fully let go. As you gently draw energy back into the body, start to rise halfway and draw your hands to the front of the mat, framing the foot once more. We'll step back. You have the option for a vinyasa or otherwise meet down in downward facing dog. Choose your option. Taking a couple of breaths in your down dog. Let's carry on left side. So inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, draw knee to chest before stepping the foot in between the hands. You know where we're going, so Crescent Pose, draw high. Soften shoulders away from ears. Draw that chest just a little higher so you have a nice arch opening through the chest. Drawing left hip forward, right hip back. Seeing if we can lunge a little deeper. And we're opening out to our Warrior Two. Back heel grounds. Shoulders away from ears. Really feel that power, that force driving through in the arms. So forward arm really drives forward and the back arm drives back. So activating through the whole arm. Sitting down a little deeper, drawing left sit bone into midline. Finding your own edge. Flipping top palm, inhaling. Reverse your warrior. Beautiful. Noticing that we always come out of a lunge in this pose, so just take your lunge out a little deeper. Exhale, draw arms back, warrior two. Creeping that back heel in for Trikonasana. Inhale, reaching forward, keep front knee bent. As you drive right hip back, notice how the leg starts to straighten. Take the right arm sky high. Again, a block is a beautiful prop. Now your drishti may be out to the side or up to that top hand. Draw left sit bones in, taking 2 breaths. Bending through front knee, gently rise yourselves up to stand. Star your arms, placing the hands on the hips, drawing the left foot forward this time. Pasarita Tadasana this side. So tuck through the tailbone, keep the knees nice and supple. Inhale, launch the chest. And exhale, take your dive. Placing the hands on your blocks or the earth, keeping the knees bent. Let's rise in the chest, inhale, and soften as you fold on the exhale. You have the option to straighten through the legs. Let's take the right hand down this time and reach the left arm up sky high, rolling the left shoulder back, making some space, twisting through the body. Switching sides, left hand comes down, right arm reaches sky high. Rolling right shoulder back, creating space. Exhale, hands come to earth. Release down for just one more moment. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Walk the hands around to frame the foot at the front of your mat. Pressing back, find down dog. Take the hands to the shin bones. Bend through your knees. We'll find a brief Paschimottanasana before handing over to Penny. So inhale, lift the chest. And now as you exhale, press the feet away and drive the hips back. Notice if this starts to straighten out through the legs. And just find a place where you can close down the eyes for just a moment. Notice any space you can soften, maybe checking back in with the forehead. Soften down this space. Inhale to rise back up, bend through the knees. And over to you, Penny.
Thank you, Ebony. That was beautiful. Okay, everybody, we're coming towards the end of the active practice. So sitting up tall and we're on our sit bones, feet hip distance apart, tucking the tail slightly and then rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae all the way onto your backs. Bringing the feet, heels close to the tail, to the sit bones, grounding the feet into the earth. We're going into an assisted bridge. So drawing the shoulders down, tucking the tail slightly, and then knitting the ribs together. Tucking the chin slightly, elongating the neck, and imagine energy coming out of the top of the crown and lengthening that top of the crown towards the top of your mat. Pressing firmly into the earth with the soles of your feet, begin to lift the hips off your mat. Tucking the shoulders just under your chest, and then taking your palms and clasping the fingers together, pressing through the pinkies into the earth as you lift the hips just a little higher. Drawing energy through the feet, the thigh bones towards the front of your mat. Taking a few breaths here, perhaps closing the eyes. Feel the stretch through the thighs, the lower back, and lengthening through the neck. One more breath here. Releasing the clasp and slowly lowering yourself down. First ribs, lower back, then hips. One more time. Pressing feet firmly into the earth. Beautiful. Lifting the hips up. Lifting the lower back. Taking the hands and clasping them under the hips. Drawing shoulders just under the chest. Chin tucked slightly, energy through the top of the crown. Can you lift slightly higher? Energy comes through the thighs, drawing hips towards the knees, relaxing your jaw. 3 breaths here. 2 more. And then on the exhale, releasing the hands by your sides and lowering chest, lower back, hips slowly. Beautiful. Taking the right foot, right ankle over to the left knee, flexing the right foot, and then lifting the left foot off the ground for figure 4. You might want to take your hands and clasp them underneath your left thigh, allowing your right forearm to gently press into the right thigh. Watch that right hip doesn't shift up. We want to draw it down towards the front of the mat. Flexing both feet here. Inhaling, pressing that bottom sole forward slightly, and then on the exhale, can you draw the knee towards your chest, towards your heart, going to your edge. Allowing the shoulders to fall into the earth, belly towards the spine, and again, elongating the neck, and imagine energy drawing the crown of the head towards the top of the mat. Take this time to settle back into the intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. Feeling the beautiful stretch in the thighs. One more breath here. Release the hands from the thighs. Bring the left foot down onto the mat. And then shift over to the right for a twist, keeping the right ankle over that knee. Left arm goes out to the left and gaze goes over to your left. It's a variation of this twist. It feels so odd not having music today. Flexing that top foot, the sole of the foot that's on your knee. Take an inhale and then press gently on that knee for a little more of a twist. Inhale, coming back up, and then releasing that right foot to the ground, to the mat. You can take your feet as wide as your mat and bring your knees together, and then just windshield wiper the knees to give the legs to give yourself a little break. And then coming back, bringing feet hip distance apart, left ankle over right knee. Figure 4 on the other side. Flexing that top foot, lifting the right leg off the ground as you clasp the hands under the right thigh. Gently using your forearm, pressing it into the left thigh. Flexing both feet for more of an active stretch. Draw the shoulders down, elongate the neck, and imagine again energy drawing the crown of the head towards the top of the mat. Notice if your right hip is attempting to shimmy upwards, draw it down towards the front of your mat. On the next inhale, press the sole of the right foot towards the front of the mat. Exhale, draw the knee closer to your chest. Remember why you joined this challenge. Bring your attention to that space in your heart. And allow yourself to be here for 2 more breaths. On the next exhale, allow the right foot to come down to the mat. Right arm goes out to the side like a T. And then as you draw that right knee towards the left for a modified twist, gaze goes over to the right. Three more breaths here. Inhale, releasing left foot off of right, coming back. And this time, extend the left leg out towards the front of the mat. Draw the right knee into the chest. Flexing the right foot. Take left hand to the outside edge of the right knee. Shimmy the hips over to the right slightly, a second twist, and then draw the knee towards the left. Keeping the right arm out in a T and your gaze, your drishti, over to the right. Draw belly into the spine. Tuck the chin slightly. No wrinkles in the neck. And draw the right shoulder down into the earth. For a little more of an active stretch, flex the foot of the bent knee. Allow this to be a little bit of a restorative expression in the practice today. Preparing your body to take on the day. One more breath. Inhaling, drawing that knee over to the right, extending the right leg and exchanging to draw the left knee into the chest. Shimming the hips over to the left, right hand to the outer edge of the right knee, left hand out like a T, drishti the same direction as you draw the knee to the earth to the right. In this shape, imagine two strings of energy, one coming out of the sole of the foot, one coming out of the top of the crown, extending from both ends energetically. One more breath here. Inhaling, drawing that left knee coming back to center. Bringing the right knee to meet the left. Taking the fingertips around the outer edges of the feet. Pressing the soles of the feet towards the heavens as you draw your knees towards your armpits for happy baby. Lengthening again, energy from the crown of the head. Inhale, pressing soles of the feet towards the sky. Exhaling, going to your edge, drawing knees towards your armpits. In all of my classes that I teach, I like to bring a little play. So I ask each one of you to imagine yourself as a little baby. And what do little babies or what do happy babies love to do? They rock and they giggle. So I invite you now to let out a little giggle as though you were a little baby. And nobody can hear you, so you can let out a loud giggle if you'd like. Taking a breath in through the belly, through the heart, through the throat, and through the crown, and then parting the lips, and then exhaling, ha, and giggle again. How silly we can be, right? One more breath here. Releasing the hands from the feet, drawing them up the sides of the shins, bringing the knees together, drawing knees into the chest, drawing chin towards the knees. Give yourself a big hug. What are you grateful for in this moment? And then slowly extend out for Shavasana, passing the baton on to Jo.
Thanks, Penny. That was lovely. So just start to find your shape in Shavasana, adding any support that you would like for your body to be comfortable and to be able to rest in stillness. So maybe that's something for support under the knees to help your lower back rest, or perhaps something under the head and the neck to soften the ground beneath you. So coming into your very conscious shape of Shavasana. Again, making yourself as long as you can on the mat, from the soles of the feet, out of the crown of the head, Arms long beside the body, palms facing up if you're comfortable to do so. And closing your eyes. Let's take a couple of breaths here to acknowledge the support of the earth at your back and to let the body rest into that support. Nothing to hold on to here. Let's become aware of the breath as it's flowing naturally. Just following your gentle inhalation and exhalation. With each exhalation, allowing the body to relax a little more into the support of the earth. I'll now guide a rotation of awareness around the body, just to take us into a little deeper relaxation. So as I say each part of the body, send your awareness to that part. Repeat that part silently and allow that part of the body to relax, soften, and melt completely. But just follow my voice as I guide you. Right hand and arm. Right side torso. Right leg and foot. Left hand and arm. Left side torso. Left leg and foot. Back of the right leg. Back of the left leg. Right buttock. Left buttock. Right side of the back, from lower back to shoulder. Left side of the back, from lower back to shoulder. Whole of the spine, back of the head, crown of the head, forehead, eyes, cheeks, nose, chin, jaw, whole right leg, whole left leg, both legs together, whole right arm, whole left arm, both arms together, whole of the torso on the front, back and inside, neck, head, face, the whole of the body, the whole of the body. whole of the body. Resting now, remaining aware and awake, yet relaxed. This is the time simply to be. Just be. Remaining present, yet relaxed. Simply taking the time to be. Body still and relaxed. Gently starting to bring your awareness back to the breath now. No change to the breath, just reconnect with its gentle flow. Noticing gentle rise and fall in the front body. You might like to take a nice deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through an open mouth. Bringing awareness back into the body. Noticing the connection through the back body to the earth. Completely supported. And preparing to emerge from your restful place by inviting some conscious movement gently into the body. So perhaps moving through fingers and toes, wrists, ankles. Maybe a roll of the head gently from side to side, any or all of these things. Whatever feels good for you right now is just right for you. Perhaps working your way to a stretch with the arms overhead and bringing the knees into the chest. So giving yourself a squeeze or a hug. Perhaps a little gentle rock if that feels good for the spine. Keeping the eyes closed, gently rolling onto one side. Just pausing for another 2 breaths here, 2 breaths of being. And then beginning to ease your way up to a seat, finding some support if that's going to help you to sit comfortably and tall. And I'm going to hand you back to Leanne now to close this morning's beautiful practice.
So just stay seated, placing the hands onto the knees or at your heart center, and keep the eyes soft. Check in with how the body feels. We started with the inhalations and exhalations, being aware of them moving throughout your body, your life force. We're back to listening to this at the end of the practice, and as we sit in this comfortable position. You have challenged yourself for the past 21 days. You've been tuning in with your inhalations and exhalations. You've been opening, releasing, letting go. Scan how your body feels. Let's end the practice today with 3-level breath. With 3-level breath, we're taking 3 small sips of air to the lower belly, like sipping through a straw, and holding for 3. 3 small sips of air to the lower ribs, holding for 3. 3 small sips of air to the upper chest, heart, lungs, hold all for a count of 8. And we're going to breathe all breath out. So relax your breath. Take a long, deep inhalation in through the nose. Exhale all breath out fully, long and deep, a little more. Take 3 small sips of air to the lower belly, hold. 3 small sips of air to the lower ribs, hold. 3 small sips of air to the upper chest, heart, lungs. Hold all for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe all breath out. Relax the shoulders down. When your world moves too fast and you lose yourself in the chaos, introduce yourself to each color of the sunset. Reacquaint yourself with the earth beneath your feet. Thank the air that surrounds you. With every breath you take, find yourself in appreciation of life. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your 21 days of the yoga challenge, taking your hands to the third eye between the brow. And thank you to my beautiful friends and teachers who joined us. Namaste. Have a beautiful day or evening. Reach your hands out in front of you, everybody, and wrap them around yourself and give yourself a great big hug. Love and light. I just unmuted you, Jill. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you. And thank you to you girls. It was just beautiful. Thank you so much.
Unmuted you too, Joe.
Oh, thank you, Leanne. Thank you, ladies. It's a really beautiful thing to do. And first time I've done something like that. So thank you.
Hey, Ebony.
Hello. Congratulations, everyone. I think that is such a monumental challenge, 21 days, and Leanne for guiding it. Just so special. Congratulations. Thanks for letting me be a part of it.
Thank you. Thanks, Penny.
Thank you, and thank you, everyone. Congratulations on staying committed to a challenge like this. For those of you that are new, I hope you keep on going, and for those of you that this is a regular practice, continue to practice. Namaste, everybody. Have a beautiful day.
Namaste, everybody. We'll talk all again soon. Bye now.